What's up guys, I'm Dean, aka the Blue Crusader. Warcraft Battle for Azeroth is set to be released on the 21st of September 2018. That means at the time of making this video, there's plenty of time to make sure you're prepared. So in this video I'm going to tell you how you can prepare for the new expansion. The first thing I recommend you should do is try to grind all the farming locations and sell any rare materials in the time leading up to BFA. A lot of people want to be leveling their professions, so all your precious farming materials will really come in handy on the auction house to snatch yourself some gold. Remember, as of the past few expansions, a lot of the new mounts have cost up to a few 100,000 gold, which will be a crazy grind if you don't prepare yourself. The next thing you should definitely do is make sure your professions are leveled up to the current max state. Remember, with all expansions come a profession level cap increase and a whole new set of recipes to craft or new things to gather for the gathering professions. Leveling your professions now means you won't have to catch up and you can enjoy the expansion more. Professions will be super important, whether you're crafting things for your guild or fencing the items on the auction house for a huge profit. You want to make sure you get in on that first time window so you don't miss out on the huge gold opportunities it will offer. Tip number 3 that I recommend is to definitely either start gearing your character or finish gearing your main characters. This is because the questing content will be a whole lot easier if you have those higher stats on your gear, especially if you're trying to reach the level cap before your friends. Someone with mythic tier raiding gear or the best PvP gear will level much more quickly than an average casual player with some decent dungeon items. Take this into consideration so you can jump straight into the brand new endgame content when it comes. The next big point is that the artifact weapons are going to be removed from the game, but it seems as if the skins for those weapons may well be transmogrifiable. This means make sure you try and gather those much wanted skins for your artifacts before the next expansion, as they will be unobtainable and the weapons themselves are getting removed. The next thing I would recommend is a very simple one. Plan out a strategy for how you're going to jump into the new expansion. What I mean by this is make sure to pick out your main character now so you can use some of the previous tips to get it ready. Not everybody sticks with the same class and character every expansion, and there can be a lot of time wasted during or before the release with people trying to decide what main to carry into the next expansion. For an example, we've already seen brand new races such as Void Elves and Nightborn, which may convince people to jump ships with their new character. So plan it out now so you can get ahead. A lot of people like to play other characters while still having a main, so make sure you can level them now in the window before the coming expansion, because you'll only be granted one free character boost. If you're interested in the brand new races, then you should probably get around to completing their requirements now while you still have the time. There's a reason they don't just show in the character creation screen, because they do have some prerequisites before you can actually use them. One of the main and more obvious ones is just owning Battle for Azeroth itself. To tick that off the list, you just need to pre-order the expansion, and then the following requirements for each race are as follows. Nightborn needs you to be exalted and the completion of the Good Samaritan, which is the completion of all the Suramar story parts. Void Elves require you to be exalted with the Argusian Reach and the completion of You Are Now Prepared, which is the completion of the Argus campaign. Tauren from the High Mountain likely involves the same thing. You need to be completed in the High Mountain storyline and the faction to be exalted. The Lightforged Draenei need you to be exalted with the Army of the Light and the completion of You Are Now Prepared, which is an achievement where you complete the Argus campaign. Raid mounts are the next important point if you're a mount collector. For an example, killing Argus the Unmaker on Heroic difficulty will grant you a flying mount while completing all of the old content as well, such as Gold Down on Mythic and any lower difficulty excluding LFR, which will grant you 2 different mounts. There's also a plethora of other mounts you can collect from Legion, which you can view on the Mount Journal. Add-ons such as Collectinator, which I recommend, or the great website warcraftmounts.com, which I personally use to look at the new mounts in each expansion. The next thing you can do is work towards general completion, especially on your main character. For an example, during your gold making, try to continue to improve your main by grinding all of the brand new reputations in the current expansion to gain faction rewards and work towards the race requirements in the process. The Brawlers Guild can also be a really fun place to hang out and complete the current season at. You can find these guilds once you gain access by sourcing the Blood-Soaked Invitation. The guilds for each faction are located in Orgrimmar and the Deep Run tram system in Stormwind. There are plenty of rewards you can gain from the guilds, such as awesome t-shirts for Transmog, a companion, and a really cool Basilisk mount. The bosses inside are pretty easy to actually tackle right now, even if you have basic LFR gear, because the Antorus gear is much better than the previous requirements when the guild reopened in Legion. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the lore of your favourite characters in Warcraft and Star Wars, as well as daily gaming videos, you can subscribe to the channel for more lore episodes and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video. Please like the video if it was helpful, it means a lot, and thanks a lot for watching.